Hello everyone, ForOneWrestling.com. Welcome back to another edition of Face-to-Face, the global edition. And right now, here I am sitting at OneWrestling.com headquarters in Philadelphia. And I'm going to press the button to go to the United Kingdom. And there we are. I love that quick travel. I wish we could do that on an airplane.
So
Sir
cool.
Lynskey, welcome back.
Sir William, what a week. How are you, sir?
Incredible.
Looking
The best co-host in the entire world. I want to, first of all, thank you for co-hosting this. But the other thing I want to do is thank the worldwide amount of fans that have watched each one of our segments, and it's growing week by week. Beside YouTube and OneWrestling.com, between all the social media and everything, and even Sirius Radio here in the United States plugging this, we're everywhere. We've been getting close to 25,000 viewers every show. So thank all of you all around the world.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Global.
It's great.
Global.
And where have you've gotten a lot of comments from people in other countries as well? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Tell me from where?
Finland, Poland,
right?
Germany, obviously, with Mr. Messiah. Australia, yeah.
The Middle East.
Japan.
Yeah, and the Middle East. Yeah.
Middle East.
Yeah.
We're growing in the Middle East, Bill.
Wow. Unbelievable. I mean, everywhere in the world. We even had people from, you name it, in the world here. South Africa, actually. We got one comment from South Africa as well. It was a good comment. So thank you very much, you people who are watching down there all over the world. And thanks for the compliments. So, Sir Lynskey, another week here. And on Monday Night Raw, Triple H has accepted the challenge of The Undertaker, WrestleMania, April 1st. So we got your prediction on The Rock against John Cena. So is Triple H going to step in that ring and end the streak of The Undertaker at WrestleMania? No. What's going to happen?
No. Undertaker's going to go out, and he's going to go out on a high, right? I think we covered this before. I said normally when somebody's retiring or leaving, they usually go out on their back. But I think it'd be such a shame to break that, personally. Yeah. But then again, there's the whole passing of the torch. But then, really, does the Undertaker need to pass a torch to Triple H?
I don't know. I don't think so. I really don't think so. It's going to be very interesting that if the streak does end, then maybe that leaves the door open for the Undertaker to come back, of course, and gain vengeance. Yeah. Or is this Triple H's swan song to finally, if he loses, fade into the background, into the office?
Yeah. So there's so many possibilities. I think so many people are so engrossed in the John Cena, The Rock. But I think this one is just as important.
Oh, it is.
I honestly think that the Undertaker is gonna win, and whether this is it for the Undertaker or not, he'll go out on a clean slate.
Do you think that Shawn Michaels will have something to do with either the victory or the loss?
Well, again, I mean, do you remember Shawn Michaels being the referee for Brett and the Undertaker?
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. All right, Sir Lynskey, on our last edition here, we went to Brooklyn, New York, and the Maximos, Joel Maximo in particular, gave a report about World Wrestling Council in Puerto Rico, but he took the time here on Face to Face to challenge the team from the UK, Jody, Fleish, and Johnny Storm, who have not teamed in a long time. So what I'd like to do right now, we have standing by from another part of England, in London actually, Johnny Storm is standing by. I'm going to hit the button. We're going to go to Johnny Storm, and let's see if he actually accepts the brazen challenge made by the Maximos. Let's take a look. Johnny? Johnny Storm, welcome to Face FACE-2-FACE. It's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you, Bill. It's always a pleasure to see you, man. It's been a very long time. And
yeah, it has.
Anything for you, mate. Anything.
Well, thank you, Jonny Storm. There's been a lot going on here in the United States and England, all over the world in pro wrestling. And one of the things that so many people are talking about is the challenge that was issued to you and Jody Fleish on our last edition from two of your former opponents, the Maximos, the SATs.
And friends.
Yeah, here in America. Now, you saw the challenge, correct?
I saw the challenge, mate.
Yeah, so before we get your answer, whether or not you are going to accept, and I think I know what that answer is, why don't we take a look for the people who haven't seen it and for you to look at it again, and let's take a look at the challenge issued by the SAT. Here it is.
Now that I have you online,
yes,
we want to issue a challenge.
Well, wait. We were supposed to be talking about Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I know we're supposed to be talking about Puerto Rico, but I want to issue a challenge. I had something behind my head for a couple of years now, and now that I have you online, face to face, we want to issue a challenge to Jody Fleish and Jonny Storm.
Wait, whoa. Jody Fleish and Jonny Storm haven't teamed up in years, and why are you doing this now?
You know, those are two guys that we kept in our heads, me and my brother, that took us to the next level. Meaning, you know, we stood toe to toe once before in Philadelphia, and we want to do it again out here in the United States.
Okay, so Jonny Storm, the world is waiting. The SATs are sitting there in their training center in Brooklyn, New York. What do you say?
Well, first of all, you know, it was quite a shock that they threw out a challenge to me and Jody, because we've known these boys for a long time. We haven't seen them or heard from them for a very long time, but you know, we started with them back in the day when Ring of Honor was first starting and stuff like that. Me and Jody were touring America with you, Bill. Yes. And you know, we went down to HWA in Heartland when it was developmental, and we went up to CZW in Philly with you, went to Ring of Honor with you and stuff, and we spent some time in some great clubs in Times Square. Absolutely. I had to bring that up. To the WWE restaurant, and we were on top of the marquee there, which was fabulous.
Yeah. And we went for karaoke. But anyway, I'm sorry, I was getting off the subject here.
But my point is, you know, we never expected that these boys would come out and challenge us just out the blue for no reason whatsoever, you know.
Well, they said it was unfinished business. They said you guys took them to the limit. They took you guys to the limit. And now they said no matter what the cost is to get you over to the United States from your base there in London, they'll foot the tab, and they want to wrestle you and Jody again.
Well, yeah, I mean, they took us to the limit and we took them to the limit, but I think at the end of the day, they realised that we were the better tag team, you know. I think that's played on their minds just a little bit too much over the years, and if they want to fight, then we'll give them a fight, you know. We're not the best tag team in Europe for no reason. We answer all challenges, and that's
wait, let me challenge that statement. You're talking about being the best tag team in Europe. The SATs are the World Wrestling Council Puerto Rico tag team champions. They wrestle together a lot. No ring rust at all. You and Jody, if my stats here in my book are right, haven't teamed really in about, let me look, hang on. Well, it's been close to a year. So you guys can't be as sharp in terms of that fluid movement as a tag team as they are, because they team several times a week.
Well, the SATs are one of the best tag teams in the world, bar none. You know what I mean? There's no denying that they're great talent and they're absolutely amazing wrestlers. And you're absolutely right. You know, me and Jody haven't teamed in about a year, and Jody, you know, sporadically wrestles nowadays. But the point is, I've known Jody pretty much his whole life, and he's known me the same. And we pretty much started our wrestling careers together by a year or two, you know, and we've feuded.
Some of the best matches I've ever seen, by the way. I have to cut in here. When I took my first trip to London and saw some great ladder matches with the two of you against each other, some great regular matches, and then the two of you teaming, and it was like you were brothers from different mothers, as you always told me.
Well, thank you, Bill. It means a lot, you know, the amount of wrestling you've seen over the years for you to say that. And like you say, you know, we've feuded with each other. We've been tag team partners. We've done everything there is to do in wrestling, you know, and tag team seems to be the way forward for us now. So I think it's just like getting back in the seat of your car, you know, or riding a bike. You'll never forget how to do it. And I think once me and Jody are together again, boom, you know, no worries, no problems. We're on the same page.
Do me a favor. Lean into the camera. The Maximos, the SATs, are looking right at you here. And I need you to talk to them and tell them what's going to happen when this match happens.
Well, I just want to take this opportunity to say, SATs, you're watching this right now, and your challenge is definitely going to be answered, whether it's in Europe, England, or in your backyard, New York, which I think it's going to be. You said no costs. It doesn't matter what it's going to take to bring us over there. You got a deal, mate. Me and Jody, we're coming.
Okay, plain and simple. Maximos, the SATs, the next move is yours, and we will be covering that right here on Face to Face, and get the final decision of how this is going to happen on our next edition.
Well, you know what? You know, the SATs are a great tag team, and I don't think they're ever going to back away from a challenge. And they made the challenge, you know, so I think we all know what the answer is going to be, but the question is going to be when, Bill. And when it does happen, wherever it happens, it's going to be good, trust me.
Did they take you and Jody Fleish to the limits?
Not far enough, as you guys will find out if this match happens down the line.
Okay. Well, this has reached an international boiling point. People are talking about it. We got to make the match happen. Johnny Storm, thank you so much for being here on OneWrestling.com, Face to Face, and we will see you, hopefully, here in the U.S. at the matches.
Thank you, Bill. Awesome to be here, man. Anytime.
It's great to have you. Thank you, Johnny Storm.
Cheers, mate.
So, Johnny Storm has accepted on behalf of both he and Jody Fleish. So what do you think? It was brought out by our stats here that the SATs team regularly. They're the tag team champions in Puerto Rico, World Wrestling Council. So they wrestle with each other regularly. Fleish and Storm, been a year or so since they teamed. Johnny Storm says it'll take him about 10 seconds to get back in shape to hold the flag for the Britain coming over here. Yeah. What do you think? You know that both these guys really well.
I said this the other week. Basically, Johnny and Jody, they're like brothers, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, they've been separated, they haven't worked.
From different mothers, as they always say.
Brothers from different mothers, indeed.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when they get together, it is like magic. And I think I remember going back a few years, and Johnny and Jody had been separated for a little while, but were brought back together to face the Briscoe brothers.
Right.
And as soon as they got back together, it was like they'd never been apart. So it's a very, very even keel. Very, very. But, you know.
Now, well, let me ask. Go ahead.
It's close to call.
Let me ask you a loaded question, okay? There's no referee assigned to that match as yet, okay? If the SAT decided, well, we don't care who the referee is, would you want to referee that match? And if you referee that match, could you call it down the middle?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can call it down the middle. Yes, I would accept, of course.
Yeah,
definitely. It'd be such an honor to come out to New York. But yeah, I can call it down the middle. Again, with Johnny and Jody, I mean, Johnny especially, you know, I started out as Johnny's manager. We then weren't functioning as a team.
Yes. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when I put a striped shirt on and go into the ring, I'm business.
Okay.
You know?
All right. Okay.
Which is how a referee should be. Down the line.
All right. Now, we've got a lot to talk about. One of the segments that I want to talk about also is your involvement in terms of being a referee and a talent coordinator for a company in the Middle East.
Indeed. Qatar Pro Wrestling, QPW.
And where are they located?
In Qatar.
Okay, so what we're going to do right now, one of the other talent coordinators who's booking a lot of the talent in there, is getting set to talk with us in a moment from his base, actually in Calgary, and we're going to talk some Canadian wrestling with him as well. But we're very interested to have the Middle East now represented here on Global Face to Face, and glad that you're able to hook us up.
It's great. I'm so looking forward to April, Bill. I really am looking forward to it.
Is that when they're going to be running?
April the 26th through the 28th. 3 shows.
Wow. In what city again?
In Qatar.
Okay, so we will...
yeah. Qatar's a country.
Yes.
Jason, my fellow Qatar Pro Wrestling agent,
yes,
has all the details for you.
Well, we are going to... We're going to go to Calgary, Alberta, Canada, the home of the Hearts, as you know, and talk a little bit more about that. Sir Lynskey, it's time to travel. We have traveled all the way from London, England, to Calgary, Alberta, Canada. As you all know, the home of the Hearts, and also the home of our new correspondent, Mr. Jason Anderson. Welcome to Face to Face.
Thanks, Bill. Thanks for having me.
Well, it's great to have you here. Now, we will be discussing in future weeks all the great wrestling action in that part of Canada. But as we mentioned with Sir Lynskey, you are very involved with the Middle East promotion, QPW, which stands for...
Qatar Pro Wrestling.
Okay, and what is your exact role with Qatar Pro Wrestling?
I'm creative director, as well as I'm going to be the talent agent for them.
Well, that's great. So tell us all about QPW, or do they call it QP-Dub, as no one says W in wrestling anymore?
Well, it's for Ali, the owner of QPW. We say it as QPW.
Good. Okay. Tell us about the company and how you got involved and what's coming up.
Yeah, like I said earlier, QPW is the new professional wrestling organization in the Middle East. And that doesn't include just Qatar. It's going to be all throughout the Gulf area.
That's great.
And there is objectives that we have set out, and we look forward to going forward with the objectives. Again, professional wrestling in the Middle East. We want to invite and attract not only the new generation of the wrestlers, as well as the old generation, and bring them to the shows and honor them for their participation in wrestling throughout the years.
Yeah, well, pro wrestling's always been a global phenomenon, and for people in the Middle East and all over, everywhere, all over the world, to be able to meet with them and see them in action, that's quite a thrill. Who are some of the people that have been signed or ready to sign on the QPW roster?
Yeah, we have Bret Hart coming, and that will be our first legend.
Wow.
We'll honor, yes, very big.
That's great.
As well as John Morrison.
Yes.
Chavo Guerrero, Harry Bulldog Smith, and we do have more names, but those are just a few that have put pen to pencil and signed with us. Yeah.
Now you mentioned something to me the other night, which you said you can't talk about it right now, so we'll wait when you're free to talk about it. But some of that name that you mentioned to me is just, I mean, this would be great if this happens. So we will look forward to hearing more about this.
Yeah, and we also are going to try to train a Arab star for the promotion, so that everybody in that Middle East area will have somebody to recognize.
Right, it's sort of a national champion in that area.
Right. It's like I said, it's for all the Middle Eastern people, and we want to get a champion in there for the Middle Eastern people.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Real quickly now, what's going on up there in Calgary? Are there a lot of wrestling companies there?
Yeah, there is. There's abundance of us up here right now. The one that I'm working for is PWA. That's Prairie Wrestling Association Alliance, and they just brought in Harry Bulldog Smith as well as Chavo Guerrero Jr. last weekend, and yeah, there's been the Dudleys have come through, Devon and Bubba Ray, and so yeah, PWA is the one that I'm working for, and there is quite a few other ones, and hopefully I can get back in a couple of weeks and do a report on that.
Yes, and is Lance Storm still up in that area?
Yeah, Lance Storm is the booker for PWA, doing a great job up there in Edmonton. PWA is an Edmonton, Alberta promotion, but they do shows down in Calgary. He's doing a splendid, excellent job.
Well, that's great.
Excellent.
Hopefully we can get him on the here on Face to Face when we send him our regards from me and all his legion of fans.
Great, I will do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Just in closing, Bill, if I could, on behalf of Ali Marfe, the head of QPW, as long as the staff and the talent, we just want to thank you for having us on this show, and hopefully we can bring you over to QPW.
Wow.
And you can see what wrestling is in the Middle East.
I would be absolutely thrilled to do that, and thank you for saying that. That's great.
We would love to have you.
Well, we Sir Lynskey and everyone on board here on our global staff speak very highly of you, and we really want to thank you for this opportunity of bringing Middle Eastern and your part of Canada to Face here on a regular basis.
Look forward to many more, Bill.
And you know what they always say about Ali, right?
What's that?
The greatest of all time.
That's it.
It's not that one, but he's starting off with the right name there. But this sounds great. We can't wait to hear the progress in the next few weeks. And the dates, once again?
April 26th, 27th, 28th in Qatar.
So once again, if people want to look up on the internet about QPW, where do they go?
You can go to Facebook. We have a page, QPW, the original fan page.
Okay.
Once again, QPW. That's Qatar Pro Wrestling. As well as we have a website. It's qpwwrestling.com.
Okay, sounds great. All you fans watching this all over the world, take a visit over there. Jason Anderson, once again, thank you, and we'll see you. Let's go traveling. Arrived in Scotland.
Bill, thank you.
Chris Duke, welcome to Face to Face right here on OneWrestling.com.
How you doing, Bill?
I'm really good. And what place in Scotland have we landed?
We've landed in sunny Glasgow, although I say that with the most amount of sarcasm you can ever know.
Well, it's never sunny in Scotland?
Never sunny in Scotland. It's always sunny in Philadelphia. It's never sunny in Scotland.
Well, not always here, but you have a sunny disposition, so that's really what counts. So you're bringing each week here. You will bring another details on another federation in Scotland. Are there a lot of wrestling federations in Scotland?
There are more than you can count. I mean, there's plenty in Glasgow. Never mind the rest of Scotland, and there's plenty of wrestling companies to be talking about.
So if I counted on all my fingers and all my toes, there'd still be more?
Oh, there's still more.
All right, I like that. So now, before we discuss the first one, because you're now our correspondent in Scotland, just your credentials, how long you've been following pro wrestling?
Oh, goodness. I've been a wrestling fan since, well, I'm 28 years old now. So I started watching wrestling when I was 8. Run about the WrestleMania 8 mark, I started watching.
And who was your hero?
Oh, it's always been, ever since the day that he turned on Marty Jannetty and threw him through the barbershop window, right up until his last match against The Undertaker a couple of years ago, it's always been Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels. Oh, then I got to ask you the loaded question. WrestleMania, The Rock against John Cena, of course, but more importantly, because you're an aficionado of Shawn Michaels, Triple H against The Undertaker. Is the streak going to end, and is Shawn Michaels going to get involved?
this, that's a difficult one because the streak shouldn't end. My opinion is the streak should stay intact even when it comes time for the Undertaker to retire. So I think and hope that the Undertaker wins that match, and I also hope, although I love Shawn Michaels and he's my favourite wrestler, I hope that he doesn't get involved. I don't think, and I don't know what your opinion on this is, Bill, but I don't think that the match needs it. We've got Hell in a Cell, we've got Triple H, we've got Undertaker. We don't need Shawn Michaels being involved in that match now.
Okay. All right, be interesting to see what happens. What about The Rock against John Cena?
Oh, do you know, funnily enough, when the match was first announced, I picked The Rock, but recently, just by some of the things that have been going on, and by what he said on Raw on Monday night, I'm going for Cena. I think Cena deserves the win.
Okay, now let's get to wrestling in Scotland. Why don't we, what company do you want to talk about first?
Well, I think the best place to start is always the best place is to start at home, and the company that I work for as a ring announcer is...
Now, by the way, before you even mention that, we want to let people know that although he works for whatever company he's going to talk about as a ring announcer, Chris will be covering all the federations all over Scotland. There's no politics, no favoritism here. Okay, you are a ring announcer for whom?
I'm a ring announcer for Insane Championship Wrestling, ICW.
Insane? Are all the guys insane?
Oh, they are absolutely insane. They're Glaswegian. They're going to be insane.
And who runs that company?
That's Mark Dallas. He's been known as the Scottish version of Paul Heyman.
The Scottish version of Paul Heyman. How did he come across? How did that come about?
Well, if you look at ICW, if you ever see ICW on YouTube or on Facebook,
actually, I have. It's got a very old, like ECW flavor to it.
Absolutely, yeah. It's got it's kind of got the way ECW was. It's got that feel that ECW had back in the day. It's got the how would you describe it? That rebel feel about it.
Yeah.
With the Insane Championship Wrestling.
So that's how he came upon that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great promotion to watch as a fan. It's also a great promotion to work for as a ring announcer.
Now, I know one of the top wrestlers in there, as we've spoken, is a gentleman named Lionheart.
Lionheart, yeah. Lionheart is, if you've ever seen Lionheart wrestle, he is a phenomenal wrestler.
He wrestles in the UK as well.
Yeah, he wrestles in the entire UK scene, but he's also a member of the ICW roster. He's a fantastic wrestler. He's had tryouts with WWE, he's had tryouts with TNA, and I predict that one day Lionheart will join his good friend Drew McIntyre over in the States.
All right. Who else on the Insane roster?
Well, one of the gentlemen I was going to pick, I specifically picked out is Kid Fight. Now you can look up Kid Fight on Facebook or even online, and you'll find that he's actually a trainer for Scottish wrestling as well as a wrestler.
Is that right?
The SPWA, Scottish Pro Wrestling Academy in Glasgow. But he's a fantastic wrestler. He was the final Scottish wrestler to ever perform in the ECW arena in Philly.
Oh, right. I do remember that now that you mention that. Yes.
Yeah. Again, he's absolutely fantastic, and he's making a great impact in the Scottish scene because he's the head trainer at the SPWA as well.
All right. So on our next show, you can expound a little bit more about wrestling in Scotland. This was basically just to bring out and let everybody know you will be with us. So also, I understand you have a radio show.
I do. I'm one of the hosts of the One Wrestling Show, kind of similar to your website, actually. This is the One Wrestling Show that we're based on Pulse 98.4 FM. We are the UK's only FM wrestling radio show, and we have just recently finished an hour-long interview with Eric Bischoff, which he goes into quite...
So what is the URL if people want to go and listen to that interview with Bischoff?
www.onewrestlingshow.com.
The number one or the word?
The word one. We're the word one. You're the number one.
You got it. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. We look forward to your future reports of wrestling in Scotland, and we're going to hop on and get traveling again. Thank you, Chris Duke.
Good man. I'll see you again.
Once again, we have traveled. We're back in Germany. Mr. Matthias, welcome
Good
back.
old Germany. Yeah. Hi, Bill. How are you?
I'm very good, and of course, we got to start off with the next loaded question. So, Triple H has accepted the challenge of the Undertaker. April 1st, WrestleMania, Miami. Is the streak going to end? I'm asking everybody this.
I don't think so.
What's going to happen?
First question I have, Bill. How are they going to build the Hell in a Cell in that stadium?
Well, I don't know. Well, they're going to do it. I mean, I'm not concerned about technically what they're going to do. My concern is the Undertaker's streak going to end, and then that means he has to come back again to get revenge, or is Triple H going to lose and become an office guy?
I think that Shawn Michaels will get involved in some sort of fashion, maybe ref or something. Will screw Triple H, and next year we will have HBK versus Triple H.
Oh, I love it. I love the sound of it already. Wow, super kick. Man, love the sound
Something
of it.
like that. Happened before to The Rock on the first SmackDown. Why not Triple H?
Yeah, very interesting. What does that say on your shirt? I'm curious there.
It's Indiana costume. It's Indian costume. So we have Carnival, so I'm wearing my costume.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. This week, you mentioned that we would talk about the part 2 of the roster of the 16-carat tournament.
Exactly.
And once again, to refresh, which is WXW, Westside Extreme Wrestling. And to refresh everyone's mind, when does that take place and where?
From the 2nd to the 4th of March in Oberhausen, Germany.
Okay, so if you people haven't seen part 1 of who the competitors were, go back to YouTube and look up our most recent, our last one, the previous one, and it's all on there. Okay, Mr. Matthias, the second 8.
Yeah. First off, I have to say we have Japanese guys on the card as well this time.
Okay. Okay.
I talked about Daisuke Sekimoto a couple of weeks back.
Yes, you did.
He will be back.
Okay.
And he will face Big Van Walter on 2 of the 3 days of the Carat. One of the matches will be a Dream Partner tag match.
That's Big Van Walter.
That's Big Van Walter, and he chose Robert Dreisker as his Dream Partner. And
do you have a photo? Do you have a photo?
No,
of him?
I haven't.
Okay.
My printer didn't want us to.
No, that's okay. What's his name?
Robert Dreisker.
Spell his last name so people can Google and take a look at what he looks like.
Eissker.
Okay. Everybody Google after you watch this and check it out. Okay.
And Daisuke Sekimoto shows Freddy Stahl as his Dream Partner for the tag match.
Okay.
Stahl this way is out of the alternate 4-way. This is a match when someone from the actual 16 in the Carat maybe gets injured or something. So the winner of the alternate gets into the Carat.
Okay.
And Stahl this way is in this big match for his career, and gave the alternate spot to Michael Dante.
Okay.
Yeah. The other 3 are Jonathan Gresham, Emil Sitochi, and Noam Dar. Okay. Those are the 4 in the alternate. So we go ahead with the other 8 participants for the Carat.
Go right ahead.
First one is this one, or 9th one, I guess.
And that is?
A.R. Fox.
A.R. Fox, okay.
Combat Zone Wrestling guy.
Okay. Oh, yes, from CZW, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess one of the best high flyers in the business right now.
All right.
The Golden Boy, Drake Younger.
Yes, I remember him.
Another CCW guy.
Awesome looking picture. I like that attitude there.
And look at the face.
Yeah,
he's a mean,
yes.
mean guy.
Wouldn't want to meet him in a light alley. Yeah. Go ahead.
Mainly a little bit ultra-violent guy, but he can wrestle, so the Carat is perfect for him, I guess.
Fantastic.
Last year's winner, of the 16 karat gold, Sami Callihan.
Sami Callihan, very well known international star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As the defending champion, he's really up to the challenge this time.
Okay.
We have you saw last week's 8 guys, and you have this week really 16 guys where everyone can really win. Yeah. Japanese guy as well as Daisuke Sekimoto from Big Japan.
Right.
It's Yoshihito Sasaki.
Okay.
29 years old, wrestling since 2000, mainly Big Japan.
Yeah, looks really good. Looks really good.
Technical wrestler. Looking forward to me.
Well,
I haven't seen any matches of him, so I'm really looking forward to him.
If you're from Japan, you've got to be a good technical wrestler. You're trained.
Guess so.
Yeah, yeah. Next.
Is this one.
And that is?
Ricky Marvin.
Ricky Marvin.
Yeah, I guess he's one of the favorites to actually win the tournament.
Where is he from? I know his name.
He's from Mexico.
Yes,
but
I was going to say
he's wrestling in Japan mainly.
Okay, and now he's coming to the tournament to 16.
Yeah, and he is really, I guess, maybe the underdog. Not really from the name, but the card is so stacked that even a Ricky Marvin may go into the tournament as an underdog.
Wow, unbelievable.
I have shown his picture a couple of times, Tommy End.
Yes, Tommy End, we recognize him, and his tattoos.
Yeah, these 3 coming up are my favorites to actually win the tournament. So Tommy End is among those 3.
Okay, okay.
A win for him would mean so much, and I would jump all over the arena.
Yeah. No, you're now a reporter here, so you cannot do that. You have to be told that you can't do that. Anyway, go ahead.
Then I won't jump anywhere.
All right. And if you fancy him jumping there, you've to report him right here. Go ahead.
Please
Mr.
don't.
Matthias. Go ahead, Mr. Matthias.
El Generico.
Yes.
Mr. Ole.
Yes, very familiar with his exploits all over the United States, all over the world. Okay. I've got one of his masks somewhere too.
Awesome. I will buy
if he can't make it, just might be me.
We'll see about that.
All right. Next one.
He is actually favorite in from DubXDub fans. A poll was set up.
Yes.
And El Generico won that survey, so fans think Generico will win.
Okay.
And 16th participant,
of course,
Dave Finlay.
The Fitster, as I call him. Yeah, one of the real favored participants in the tournament.
I guess Generico, Finlay, and Doug Williams are actually the 3 guys who will make up the winner, but we have those guys like Tommy End, like Ricky Marvin, Johnny Moss. So really, I can't put my finger on it who will actually win.
Okay, so and you will be giving us a full report. I know that. And what is the prize? What's the end result?
The winner will just be called the winner of the 16 karat gold. He will get a trophy, which is put up with a wrestler on top. So, do you remember the trophy which was used in Ring of Honor for the youngsters? Something like that. It looks a bit like that.
Okay, so now your assignment, if you can get this, is to get a photo of you with the winner with the trophy.
I can try that.
Okay, you can try that. You let them know that that Bill Apter sent you there, and hopefully you can come back with that great photo.
Yeah.
All right.
Mr.
Matthias, we want to thank you as always, and we will be looking for your full report on the 16 karat tournament.
Yeah, I guess in 2 weeks or something like that.
Oh, yes, it sounds good. You going to be back with us next week, or are you going to be on the road?
Don't know exactly. Plan on me in 2 weeks. Next week, I think I won't be there.
Okay, you'll be on the road.
See. Maybe I have internet there. I don't know. It's just I will have my computer and everything with me, but I don't know if I have the internet connection.
Well, we would love to see you on location. If not, we'll see you back here in 2 weeks Time to travel. Thank you, Mr. Matthias. Lots of great news going on all around. And by the way, I want to mention that somewhere in the next few weeks, we're contemplating now adding some of the U.S. indie federations to this segment.
It's global, Bill.
Yeah, it's global. It's global. Get some guys. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Why just keep it to the UK and Europe when we we can go Australia. Let's
I got to row back to the U.S. Here we go. All right, exactly. Sir Lynskey, what's happening in the UK?
Well, the UK, we've got a busy old week, Sir William. Friday the 24th of February, it's Southside Wrestling, SWE.
Wait a minute. The 24th, you said, correct?
Correct.
24th of February, correct?
Correct.
My sister will be 70. Happy birthday, Judy. Go on. I had to throw that in there.
Well, we should be there then. But SWE will be at the Gym Combat up in Nottingham.
All right.
Fit Finley is coming back to the UK.
The Fitster. All
Fit
right.
Finley. Dave Fit Finley will be in the UK for a prolonged amount of time. He will be there along with my very special friend Sir Douglas Williams.
Yes.
Doug is also in the country.
Yes, Doug, one of the top members of the TNA Impact roster.
Indeed. And along with a host of other stars, on Friday the 24th, they will be in Nottingham. Saturday the 25th of February, 4FW is running New Year's Resolution.
Oh, I like that.
You like the resolution?
Yeah, that's great. Good marketing, guys.
It's 4FW, and next week, Bill, between just me and you.
Wait, let me go ahead. What's
big news.
What is it?
Big news for 4. I can't tell you. I'll tell you next week.
Wait, hang on. Just go ahead. Oh, really? My goodness. So why can't we mention it this week?
No, next week.
Okay.
But, I mean, how's my answer? But anyway, they're in Stratton, in Swindon on Saturday, and again, Finley will be there, and Douglas Williams will be there, along with the rest of the 4FW roster. As I say, next week, big news for them.
Okay.
Sunday, the 26th of February.
Yes.
IPW UK, our friends, will be in Sittingbourne. And one of the main matches there is actually Martin Stone.
Yes.
Making a return after quite a lengthy spell away. He's facing Fit Finley.
Wow. Fit Finley in the UK, you got to catch that tour. So, Lynskey, we're just about out of time here.
Just got one more plug.
Go right ahead. Well, it's not a plug. This is news.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Saturday, March the 3rd, again, SWE Wrestling presents Battle of the Egos. I will be there, Sir William.
Oh, my goodness.
I will be there. That's at the Priory Centre in St. Neots.
All right. Well, we look forward to that. Also, we want to send our regards out to our correspondent in Australia, Scott Bell. His father has just had some pretty serious surgery, so our love and prayers go out to him, to Scott's dad, for a very speedy recovery.
Very speedy, yeah. Get well soon, Scott's dad.
All right, so we got something big happening next week. I heard it. My lips are sealed, and
there is something. There is something I could say though.
Okay, go ahead.
My good friend.
Yes.
Nigel McGuinness.
Yes.
I think we're going to get him on the show next week.
Nigel McGuinness here?
Yeah.
Face to face?
Face. Next week, Nigel McGuinness, face to face. And he's got some great news. He really has.
I like that. Okay, we'll look forward to that. It's not official though, right?
Yeah, it's official. I've spoken to him.
Oh, I love it. But he whispered something else into my ear here. So you'll tell us that next week, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you that next week.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody. Once again, for Face to Face, Bill Apter, Billy from Philly, along with Sir Lynskey. We'll see you at the matches. Thanks for being a part of this great global audience here and supporting us all. www.onewrestling.com. Don't forget Fighting Spirit Magazine. Don't forget Alex Shane's Wrestle Talk TV. Yeah, and we'll see you at the matches. Thank you, Sir Lynskey.
Goodbye, Sir William.